Tuesday morning in Nairobi, and South Sudan Ambassador to Kenya Chol Ajongo moved to assure the region that Juba was now calm and peace was slowly returning to the youngest African nation.
All the forces, the commanders in the field, are clearly instructed by the chief, that is commander of the armed forces and the President of the Republic, to stop the fighting.
Ajongo confirmed that Juba International Airport had reopened, maintaining that government forces had dislodged those who were behind the recent spate of violence.
So far, we have not get any information that one of the Kenyans are killed, but what we are telling, if the airport is open, the Kenya government have the right to fly in and evacuate Kenyans if they feel threatened. But what we are talking about now, peace has been restored, Juba is calm. Anybody in Juba will resume his life or her life normally from here on.
On Monday, President Salva Kiir and his rival First President Riek Machar heeded calls by international community and announced a ceasefire between opposing troops. Earlier, regional bloc IGAD had convened a ministerial emergency meeting in Nairobi and called for an immediate ceasefire of hostilities in the ongoing fighting in South Sudan.
That we are all deeply troubled by what is happening in South Sudan. And we are actually urging the parties to put that to a stop and do that immediately.
Urges President Salva Kiir Mayardit and First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar to assume their responsibility and take immediate measures to prevail upon their respective military leaders and stop the fighting that continues unabated in Juba and may soon escalate to other areas in South Sudan.
UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon had also called for an immediate arms embargo, as well as attack helicopters to strengthen the 13,000 UN peacekeeping forces.
The renewed fighting is outrageous. It is yet another grievous setback. It deepens the country's suffering. It makes a mockery of commitments to peace.
Violence erupted last week at the presidential palace between soldiers allied to President Salva Kiir and those loyal to First Vice President Riek Machar, before escalating to civilian residential areas in Juba. It remains to be seen whether or not the two opposing factions will heed the call to stop the ongoing fighting in South Sudan. But in the meantime, it is a sigh of relief for the millions of South Sudanese nationals. Reporting for Channel 1 News Hour, I'm Roncliffe Odit.